Hi, hi people to my 43 subscribers. Hello. I just want to do this commentary on this lady's video. Um, I don't agree with a lot of her points for reasons I'm gonna state during my response to her. I guess I don't know. I don't know how to classify this, but yeah, it's sort of a response video. So let's begin.
How y'all doing? I want to say that today's um kind of society as a whole, all of it, America is very, very, very sexualized.
Yeah. It is. It is. Hello, by the way. It is very sexualized because sex sells. Sex is very popular, and it's an activity everybody can relate to and enjoy. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's ingrained in our, how can I say, core as humans. So that is why it's very popular.
You can't do anything, speak to anyone without the idea of sex coming up. Example. Um, I'm standing in the park yesterday. Um, with my natural hair, and I was wearing, my outfit was really cute, and a guy, I was talking to one of my guy friends and a female friend, and another one of my female friends who came up afterwards. Just to call him back. And a guy walks up with his dog, and he, dabs his friend off, the guy that we were talking to, and he completely ignores me and my friend. And there's the one girl that I guess he found attractive, and he kind of just shook her hand like, "Hey, miss," and then just kind of we just faded into the background. We might as well have been blades of grass. Just
Sorry that some people have no manners. Shit happens, I guess. Um, it's normal to expect that people would be friendlier to people they're interested in. So don't take it personally. Some people are just rude and have no manners. That's it. Don't make a big thing out of it.
standing there, and I realized that he probably had no respect for women, but only saw them as sexual objects.
You cannot say that because you're not in that person's head. It's highly unlikely that he has no respect for women just because he ignored you. The conclusions you're drawing are based on nothing but your own perception of reality.
Because, I mean, honestly, if you can't even say hi out of respect for a woman to her, and you only said hi to the woman you deemed ripe enough to probably fuck, which I'm sure was going through his mind, because
How are you sure that's on his mind? You're not. You can't read minds. You can't be sure. Um, I'm I'm sorry, but you can't be sure about that. So, yeah. Um. Also, you have to know by now that people give more attention to other people because they think that that the other people that receive the attention will probably provide them with some other service. People give attention to other people because they're interested in them. If they're not interested in them, why would they give them attention? And I'm sorry to say, but that guy was, as you said, rude. He had no manners, and he wasn't interested in you. So why are you taking it I mean, I'm not. I don't think that you're taking it seriously. I mean, you obviously are not that upset, but why bother with it at all?
It was quite obvious. Um, that's just, it's crazy. But then again, that's just my intro to what my real topic is, which is feminism destroying my family. Now,
How did we get from a, a benign story about you and some guy not treating you or acknowledging you, to feminism and destroying your family? The feminism destroying your family. Just um. Okay, let's see what you have to say about it.
what I mean by that is feminism destroyed kind of the dream that I had for my family. Like I said in my previous videos, I'm first generation American, and my grandmother was raised, she had 5 kids.
Feminism can stop you from having kids or whatever you want to be. They can't stop you from that. I would like to see an example of feminism stopping somebody from having um, kids or a family.
Had only one in the hospital. All of the other 4 were home births with a midwife, and
Your grandmother was really pushing her luck to have one kid in a hospital conditions and the other four in at home. That's kind of dangerous.
the way they do it back in the day. That's how it should be done. That's the healthiest way.
No, it should not be done like that. Humanity did that for thousands of years, and believe me, not giving birth to a hospital usually led to infant mortality rates way higher than the level they are at now. At the level they are, the level they are now. Uh, so giving birth in hospitals is good. Giving birth at home is bad. That's pretty much it.
To do it, like just get it done in the bathtub. But anyway, she stayed.
Get it done in a bathtub. That just sounds like one of those stupid hippie birth methods, like give birth in a pool or some shit like that. I know that it works, but it's just, I don't know. I feel that this is not a controlled environment.
Home,
A bathtub, I mean.
and she took care of the 5 kids. Everything was done by hand. She washed by hand, hung dry the clothes, cooked from scratch. Like got the chicken, cut the chicken's head off, plucked the chicken, boiled the chicken.
Your grandmother is a hero. I couldn't do that shit at all. I couldn't kill a chicken if my life depended on it. I mean, I probably could, but it's just fucked up.
Degut the chicken and all that shit. So just done by hand, and everything was cooked. She cooked. She washed the clothes. Even diapers weren't disposable. You had to kind of clean diapers.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Washing disposable diapers is something very familiar to me because, like, I live in a Eastern European country and people were poor back in the day, so I can understand that. I can relate to that.
And shit like that. And my grandfather, if my grandmother said something, it was the law. He didn't make decisions. Well, he made decisions on a business level, like financially, because of course he was the breadwinner. He was the moneymaker. Um, if the kids came up to him and was like, "Dad, can I have this or whatever?" He'd say, "Ask your mother," and whatever.
So your grandpa just didn't want to deal with making decisions about the kid's development. Maybe he was lazy, maybe he didn't care enough. So what? That doesn't empower your grandmother. It's a false equivalency to say that. She did lead the household because she did control everything inside the house because that was given to her. So that does not empower her.
She said that was that. There's no fighting against that shit. Um, they discipline the kids, beating them. And I don't know if I believe in beating, but still, my grandmother has a deep spirit. She raised them right. They were at the top of the.
Beating the kids is very counterproductive. It is because you damage you damage them. And I can tell you that because my parents used to beat me, and I can see the effects as a grown-up person. So that is not a positive thing to do. And then you try to cover that up by saying that they all came up right, that they were great people, but still, that is a big no-no.
Line valedictorian kids, and all of them do well for themselves, very well, including my mother. Um, that is the kind of that's my role model. My mom had a a crazy job, so it was like she came home around 7 o'clock at night or 8 o'clock at night, and she traveled a lot. She left the country to go, because that's what her job was. She had to leave the country a lot, and I was basically raised by my grandmother after my mother and father had the divorce, and
Uh, so your grandmother raised your mother, who is a very, as you said, a very well set person. Um, and she had a divorce, and you were raised by your grandmother. So a lot of the, how can I say, conservative values you got from your grandmother. So what values did you get from your mother?
and of course again they divorced because he cheated on my mother and had 2 kids for another woman. So, and you really don't know who those brothers are because my dad is from the South. He's not from outside the country. My mom came to this country when she was 17 and joined the military, and met him while she was in the army. So then it doesn't matter where you find, anything can happen. I'm not saying all brothers are fucked up because I don't believe that. I don't believe that not one bit. Um, but yeah,
Yet somehow you say that your father cheated on your mother, had 2 kids outside of marriage, and they got divorced. And not all? Of course, not all. What the fuck are you talking about? And what does this have to do with feminism?
uh, that's how that worked out. What was I talking? Oh, my grandmother is my role model. The 5 kids, she raised them on her own. They came up.
Your grandmother is your role model just because she had 5 kids? What? It makes no sense. Okay, she took care of 5 kids. Everybody can do that. Well, not everybody, but most regular people can take care of kids. Just because she did, she is not some sort of empowered female or badass or whatever. She's just some person that had to deal with 5 kids. Anyway, we're going to continue this in part 2. So, see you then.